Back at it. Happy hump day. It's a Wednesday. Charles Ashley, Adam Deal. You're watching uSportsCentral. What's a bigger game, Charles? El Dorado taking on their rival, La Cueva, maybe the best rivalry in the state? Or is it Volcano Vista and Cibola, which is a dynamite game on Friday night, maybe a playoff game, and we'll tell you why in a little bit.
Dynamite game, but you definitely have to say it's the Volcano Cibola game because, as we were talking about earlier this week, Cibola, Volcano both need these wins, especially Volcano. We know La Cueva and El Dorado is going to probably more than likely get into the playoffs.
What about Manzano, Sandia?
I don't know. I don't know,
seem
man.
really unsure about that.
You know what? Because I was thinking about last night who I was going to pick,
Yep.
and then as I kept thinking about it, I kept changing my mind because they're so different in style of play. But they're both really good at what they do. But I don't think it's as big as a game because they're both. I think they're both going to get in.
What about Deming, Las Cruces? If Deming can pull out some crazy upset, they might be thinking playoffs. They're 4-2 in the season.
Look at my face. That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
No, Deming is getting destroyed this weekend. Cruces is upset. They're going to get destroyed this weekend. I'm sorry. I don't like saying that about the kids.
You're not going to give any props towards Deming, the Wildcats. No. You're not going to give them any kind of props at all.
If you can tell me who out of the 4 wins they have, give me 3 of them.
Carlsbad. I know they beat the Cavemen, who are 0-6.
They'd probably be Santa Fe
Look,
because you're always talking about
them. They're coming from 4A, Charles, and they've jumped up.
There's
at least give them some
15,000 kids
credit.
at the school. They should be up at 6A.
And you're just getting a little out of control.
No,
we got to move on topics here. You need to cool off.
Let's talk about something,
my young friend. Listen,
that we can agree on.
Okay, so the Lobos go into University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners' house and get that W. They win it, Charles, and they did it defensively. And that was what everyone was shocked about. It was good to see this kind of win from the Lobos.
This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for the defensive side to catch up to the offense, where we know the offense can score, and the defense finally showed. And the highlights will pretty much break that down. So,
well, let's break it down then. Let's go to University of Texas San Antonio, and this in the first quarter, 0 apiece. And look at that. Tevin Newman with the sack, Charles. That's that defense we were talking about. Well, let's keep it going then, huh? Some more defense. Donnie White this time with the sack. Lobos looking sharp.
A defensive battle, which we rarely say that when it comes to the Lobo games. UTA misses a field goal, keeping them off the board. The Lobos defense held strong, keeping the game close. That's what you need when a team like this, when you're going on the road, you need to keep it close. And right here, UTA pass. Nice completion. Cam Jones hit by Ricky Bennett.
Ricky Bennett put it on him, man.
Wow.
Listen, that defense, it was solid, Charles. I mean, here is a touchdown, the first one, though, the only touchdown that the Lobos are going to let up in this game.
It was right after halftime.
Right. Extra point blocked, though, so it's 9-0 before we, get the Lobos started here.
And I like this guy, Adam. This is your highlight, but I wish I had it. I like this kid.
Lamar Jordan, listen, he's a redshirt freshman, Charles, and this is 64 yards. Gonna go all the way. Little move at the 10. Oh, down to the 1. And the Lobos in business here as we start the third quarter.
And we know the Lobos can run. That's what we hang our hats on, a running team. Right here, Crusoe Gungbe with the nice 1-yard, tough run, 1-yard touchdown. Lobos on the board. They got some momentum going. I'm feeling the comeback. You feel the comeback? Because what happens when the offense gets hyped, what happens? Naturally, the defense gets hyped.
Get it going.
Look at that. Newman with the interception. Basically just sat there. The quarterback did not even see him. Excellent defense. The Lobos defense really came to play.
Well, Lamar Jordan, we talked about his game. Look at this. Avoids the rush, steps up in the pocket, 14-yard touchdown. And it's the Lobos on top now, 14-9. Charles, and then that defense continues. 4th down and 3 in the fourth quarter with 13:40 to play. Have to have a big stop here. And they force an incompletion, turnover on downs.
The Lobos,
Lobos were rolling.
They're
right
rolling.
Now, right?
This is what they're trying to do. And right here, Presley, my man he had 5 carries, 102 yards, and pretty much all of them came on this run.
Get it going.
Speed kills, and we have some speed out there. Impressive run. Touchdown, Lobos, 21-9. We're rolling. We're up here partying in Knob Hill. It's time to celebrate.
Is it time to celebrate? Well, they got to get some defensive stops, and they'll get it again. Markel Bird with the interception, Charles. and it's the Lobos football. This is what I like. With 6:30 left to play, up 21-9, you've got to eat that clock, and they're able to do it. Lamar Jordan's going to get a first down. Stay in bounds, young fella. He does that. Clock ticking away, get one more first down, and it's over, and it's your guy, Presley Charles. First down, clock runs out, 21-9. The Lobos get it done at UTSA, a team that we thought the Lobos would struggle with, 16-point underdogs. At one point in the week, 18-point underdogs. And the Bows get it done. That's a nice win for them Lobos.
If you can notice, we're breaking this game down. UNM were doing things that we weren't accustomed to. They had pressure on the quarterback. 5 sacks. That's a season high for UNM. Right here, you're going to see the defense pressure. If we can do that, UNM is going to be in good shape. And like you said, running the ball at the end of the game, wasting 6.5 minutes.
It's plays like that. You saw the sacks. You mentioned 5 sacks. Yeah. It's big time. They got 2 interceptions. They were able to run the clock out with 6:30 to play just by running the football. It was fantastic to see. Now the overreaction will start, right? We had Steve Davis in here talking, well, are they going to go to a bowl game? Or they, what's next? I don't know what the answer is. I think one game at a time, and their next game is against San Diego State Friday night here in New Mexico. It's going to be on national television. What do you think?
We are allowed to celebrate a win.
Sure, we should. It looked good. It was fun to watch that game.
When's the last time we had 2 wins in our belt this early in the season, going into a pivotal opening for our conference? Not necessarily opening because we went with Fresno, but this is like a redo, a mulligan. We get San Diego State, Rocky Long. Everybody misses Rocky. I know those guys in the locker room are saying, you know what? That Rocky was cool. We had him here. He did a lot of good things, great things for the program, but it's a new era. Let's beat him for the coach. Let's beat them for the fans to see them that we've made a lot of improvement. This is a big game for UNM as far as confidence, and I think I'm going to be inclined to actually pick them this week. What about you?
Well,
what are you thinking?
Now you're getting a little out of control. Yeah. I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. It was a fantastic defensive performance. San Diego State not looking sharp offensively. They're banged up. They're coming into town. Short week for both programs. Fresno State took it to San Diego State.
A backup quarterback who has not looked good.
I'm interested now that Cole Gauchi is going to be a little bit more healthy. I'm interested to see what the Lobos are going to do. Are they going to implement him in that offense? Because Lamar Jordan looks good, right? He's a playmaker. He could toss that rock around. He could run the football. I'm interested. Does Cole Gauchi get in? I don't know. I'm curious. I'll make my prediction later.
Or when do they make the switch? These are some big-time questions that people are going to they're going to address.
Well, all I could address is, how about them Lobos?
How about
them Cowboys? But how about them Lobos?
Them Lobos?
That's right. Love it.
With a question mark. You know that, right?
Come on back. We'll talk playoffs when we get back.